Hi friends! You didn't come here just to feel inspired for a moment. You came here because you are ready to take control of the most powerful force in your entire life. Your thoughts. Because in Barbie land, and in your real world, nothing changes outside until something changes inside you first. And you, yes, you are not just experiencing your mind. You are training it every single second of the day. So let's make this real. Let's bring it into your morning, your chaos, your decisions, your emotions, your everyday life. When your alarm goes off and your first thought is I'm too tired, that is not a fact. That is a mental habit speaking. And Barbie thinking does not argue with the alarm clock. It leads it. You sit up, you breathe, and you replace it with I am building a life that requires discipline, not comfort. That one shift changes your entire morning energy. You don't need motivation. You need direction. Now you go to the bathroom, you look at yourself in the mirror, messy hair, sleepy eyes, real life. And your old thinking says I look exhausted, but Barbie thinking says I am in progress, not in perfection. And you don't destroy your confidence before the day even begins. You rebuild it. Now you go to your kitchen and everything is happening at once. Maybe there are dishes. Maybe there is noise. Maybe there are responsibilities already pulling your attention in 10 directions. Your mind says this is too much. But you pause. And you think I will start with one thing. Not everything. One thing. And suddenly chaos becomes structure. Now imagine you are getting dressed. Old thinking says nothing looks good on me. Barbie thinking says I choose how I feel and what I wear. So you put on clothes not based on insecurity, but intention. Because your outfit is not just fabric. It is identity reinforcement. Now you leave the house or start your day at home, and someone says something cold, sarcastic, or dismissive. Old thinking takes it personally. Barbie thinking filters it instantly. Is this true or is this just noise? If it is noise, you let it pass like wind. If it is useful, you keep it like information. No emotional collapse. No overreaction. Just awareness. Now imagine you are working, studying, or trying to focus. Your phone lights up. Notifications. Messages. Social media. Old thinking says just a quick look. And then 45 minutes disappear. Barbie thinking says my attention is my most valuable asset. So you put the phone away. Not because you are forcing discipline, but because you are respecting your future. Now you make a mistake. You send the wrong message. You forget something important. You miss a detail. Old thinking says I always mess things up. Barbie thinking says that is data, not identity. So you fix it. You adjust. You continue. No drama. No identity collapse. Just evolution. Now imagine you are in a conversation and someone disagrees with you. Old thinking wants to defend, react, prove, win. Barbie thinking slows everything down. You breathe before you respond. You listen fully, and you respond with clarity, not emotion. Because being calm is more powerful than being loud. Now imagine someone does not reply to your message. Old thinking creates stories they don't care about me. Barbie thinking interrupts immediately. I don't have enough information to create a story. So you stop. You don't spiral. You don't chase imaginary narratives. You return to your life. Now imagine you are alone at night. Silence. Your thoughts get louder. Old thinking starts replaying every mistake, every insecurity, every doubt. Barbie thinking interrupts the loop. It says I am not reviewing my life to punish myself. I am reviewing it to improve it. So you take a breath. And you choose one simple truth. I am growing, even if I don't see it yet. Now imagine comparison shows up. You see someone doing better, faster, easier. Old thinking says I am behind. Barbie thinking says I am on my timeline. Because your life is not a competition board. It is a construction site. And every Barbie builds differently. Now imagine you feel unmotivated. Old thinking waits for inspiration. Barbie thinking moves without it. It says I do not need to feel ready. I need to start small. So you clean one corner. You send one email. You study for 10 minutes. And momentum begins. Now imagine failure happens in a bigger way. Something important doesn't work out. Old thinking says this is the end. Barbie thinking says this is redirection. So instead of collapsing, you recalibrate. You ask what now works better than before. Now imagine success starts to appear. Old thinking becomes proud, distracted, inflated. Barbie thinking becomes grounded. It says this is proof I can continue. Not stop. Continue. Now imagine your daily routine again. Waking up, working, interacting, eating, resting. Every single moment is a thought decision point. And there is no neutral thought life. You are either building confidence or reinforcing doubt. You are either training calm or training chaos. So you start becoming extremely intentional with the smallest moments. When you brush your teeth, you think I take care of myself. When you clean your space, you think I create order in my life. When you eat, you think I nourish my future energy. When you walk, you think I move like someone who respects herself. Because Barbie thinking is not fantasy. It is repetition. It is discipline of perception. Now listen carefully. You will not always feel positive, but you can always choose a better interpretation. That is the secret. Not denying reality, but directing meaning. And meaning controls emotion. And emotion controls action. And action controls life. So you start small. You catch one negative thought. And you replace it. Not 10. Just 1. I can't do this becomes I am learning how to do this. I am stuck becomes I am adjusting. I am not enough becomes I am becoming. And over time, your entire internal world shifts. Not because life became easier, but because you became stronger inside it. And that is Barbie's ultimate truth. You do not wait for a better life to think better thoughts. You think better thoughts to build a better life. So from today, you don't just live your day. You design it mentally, moment by moment, thought by thought. And when you do that consistently, you don't just change your mindset. You change your entire reality. And that, my friend, is Barbie's guide to positive thinking every single day in real life. Sparkles.